How's it going, everyone? So, the topic for today is practically the motto for my whole brand, Relentless Nature. It is if you don't stand for something, stand for someone. So, we're going to go over what that means and what we're all about. So, what does it really mean? If you don't stand for something, stand for someone. These days, it's hard to really have something that motivates you to get up in the morning. Yes, you may be driven to achieve your goals of being the best in the office, you know, getting that promotion, playing a sport. But do we have any goals that are not just specifically about us? When we have a goal that is dedicated towards somebody else, one of two things can happen. You can have an extreme amount of passion and drive towards it, or you can put in a little effort and say, hey, I think I did it, I helped out, did my time, volunteered, this, that, and the other thing, which is great as well. But when we talk about if you don't stand for something, stand for someone, is that if you search deep in your heart and your mind right now, you can say, what drives you? And if it's not your dream for the future, if it's not something you've always wanted to achieve, or helping out your family, anything like that, then stand for someone literally means go out and be selfless. That means change your mindset from how can I help myself to how can I help others. Now, helping others does not have to be like you're giving half your paycheck to all the homeless people out in the street every other week. Helping others means you want to be that shining example of how humans are supposed to behave. So that means when you go in public, you're a kind, caring human being. And you go extra above and beyond. Meaning, you see somebody who looks sad on the side of the street who you never talk to. You just walk by them, move on. Instead, now you're going to walk up to them, say, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Do you need somebody to talk to? I know this is weird and I know it's uncomfortable. But the problem is that we've been so focused on our phones, so focused on stuff that doesn't really matter, that we're ignoring the people around us. Live with your head up. Look around. If you don't stand for something, stand for someone, pretty much says not only do you matter, but everybody else matters just as much as you do. So if you're feeling all right, be a little extra positive for somebody else. And if you're having a bad day, you're going to be hopeful that somebody's going to be a little extra positive towards you. It's a give and take thing, because the more and more people who believe in it, the more and more of a supporting society that we can have, which I know is very naive, but it's also possible. It really is. And then you have your outliers who the jerks can just stay off to the side. It's fine with me. So the other aspect of if you don't stand for something, stand for somebody, there are a lot of people out there who cannot speak up for themselves one way or another. Either they are not emotionally capable, or they are not physically capable, or possibly intellectually capable. There are people out there dealing with severe mental illness who cannot communicate their needs and their wants. And guess what? If you can, and you feel confident in your heart, then stand for them. Do it. Because if you don't stand for something, stand for someone. Every single person has the exact same goal. They want to be happy. No matter if you were born a world-class athlete, sorry, obviously you're not born a world-class athlete, blah, 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 blah. Don't be harassing me in the comments about that. Obviously you work towards that. But if you were born 100% physically healthy with no emotional disorders or anything like that, then guess what? Find someone who has a rougher life and be there for them. Show them that it doesn't matter where you're at in life, somebody else cares about you. Every person wants the same thing. So a little history on myself. I've been playing soccer since I was 6 years old. I had the pleasure of starting on most of the soccer teams I've played on. I played in college. I've had a successful career in soccer. But there may be somebody who loves soccer with all their heart who cannot play it. They could have some physical disabilities or a mental illness that makes it impossible for them to play sports. So that's why for 3 years I coached a soccer team of children and young adults with varying illnesses, and to see them get out in the field and show more appreciation for being able to play. One, it made me feel like a piece of crap because I took advantage of the incredible time I had playing soccer and didn't even think about like, oh, I'm healthy and I get to do this. It's like, no, I was just like, I expect to be the best. I expect to do this. I expect to do that. I never even considered there are people out there who want to do what I do who physically cannot. Those are the ones I decided to stand for. So if you take anything away from what I say today, if you don't stand for something, stand for someone. If you feel like you can be a friend to somebody, or if you feel like you can be a little extra positive in your day to somebody who's a little down, please do it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Now, if you or anyone you know needs assistance due to mental illness or any difficulties in life, now we have a resource down below. It's relentless-nature/get help. And in this section, we include a bunch of free resources that go towards helping pay your bills, helping take care of your prescriptions, receiving counseling. We have the crisis lines all on there, and a bunch of other resources. Going through what you're going through can already be overwhelming enough. Then when you consider all the other things that you need to be able to pay for rent, food, take care of medications, doctor's appointments, all that extra stuff, it can just seem like an enormous mountain to climb. So we believe that the easier it is for you, the better and more hope. Hopefully it makes it 1,000 times easier to get everything that you need. All the resources are free. And another fantastic option on top of that is that you can share your story or talk about a topic with us so that we can put it on here, or you can end up being on our channel. And the purpose of that is your story matters. Your story can be the difference of somebody believing in that they can get better or not. So to all of you out there, wish you the best on your recovery. We're here for you. And if you're supporting others on their recovery journey, don't give up on them because they would never give up on you. And we're all here for each other. Keep being relentless.